I've been asked, and I can't remember who asked, but the question was, what is it that I do to prepare for all of these over-the-top brew reviews? I'm ready to answer that question. That one's pretty good. She's like the role model for the perfect first date. If that's what the ski patrol looked like. The most impressive thing about this picture is she's actually holding 4 mugs of beer. I suppose I better find one for tonight's brew review. Keystone. That'll work. Got the call bell. Cue the dog. Shall we? We're about to go live. You ready? Take your spot. Good job. Want a pretzel and a Bengali? You ready? You want to do this? No. At what point were you planning on throwing out that Chuck joke? Really? Well, I'm feeling it. So, let's do this. What beer? The Rover truck by Toppling Goliath. What glass do you think I should use? No, I think it's dirty. This one? Oh, you know what is it? What is this? Oh, it's a voodoo glass. Yeah, that's close. Okay, ready? Knuckle bump.
Yeah.
Have a good review. Guys, Wednesday. What are we looking at today? We're looking at Rover Truck Oatmeal Stout from Toppling Goliath. I know I looked yesterday, but it's a live beer, so let's keep it refrigerated. Got this over at the Keyport. It's been in the fridge straight from them to here. I do not see an alcohol percent. Toppling Goliath, it's an oatmeal stout. 6%. TGB. You know you're cool when you just go to initials. Yeah. Right, S? let's see, Toppling Goliath. I think the gargoyle opener sitting on the Scully from Alex. Again, Hornet Fixer was telling me that he was having all sorts of computer problems. I've invited him to video chats, the few that I've been in. All the hours that I've been working just haven't been conducive to hanging out. Plenty of time for alcohol, though. Thanks for pointing out my priorities, Chuck. Okay. The neighbor. I swear to God, some light must turn on the outside of my house that says, "This is a bad moment for me. So could you please call or text?" Winterize my boat. No, I'm planning on using it a bunch more times. Got a brew review to do from it yet, remember? Okay, so it's dark. Let's bring in the through night. Yeah, even the brew reviews can't escape it. Sorry, I wouldn't talk about it if the hell did I touch? I'm turning into Obama. Hang on. I just cannot go forward. Okay, that's really weird. I have no idea. Maybe it was on the bottom of the pretzels. Why it'd be on the bottom? Oh, the pretzels. NIHAP bought the pretzels and they were out by the barbecue grill. So, I'm sorry, there's a technicality. Okay. The through nights. I wouldn't give a flying shit about them other than the fact that I really like them for the money, the way they work. I see no reason to buy a $200 flashlight from some big name company. Okay, we got the we'll run it through the settings all the way up to the. Okay, ready? That's low, medium, high, and super high. Yep, light does not get through it. Well, at this level, Einstein would tell you that it's getting through there. Okay, had a little bit of head, and it was poured pretty aggressively. Maybe it's got more alcohol, who knows. Okay, it's got a nice molasses smell. Mainly molasses is all I smell. Okay, cheers, guys. Yeah, Keystone. That's the canned beer with the bottled taste. That's some good shit. You know, the one thing I've noticed about almost everybody that does an oatmeal stout, including one of my personal favorites, Lake Superior Brewing, their oatmeal stout is, and I know that's fresh because I can just go down and get it straight from the brewery, is, even though it has carbonation, none of it really, it's not like, I mean, if you're gonna slam a beer and want to not have to feel like you're going to throw up because you have to burp so bad, I highly recommend using an oatmeal stout from just about anybody. I mean, you can, it's got enough carbon. I mean, it does by no means does it feel or taste flat. It's given kind of a range of flavors. So let's talk about it. Get a little bit of a carbonation. Kind of get that molasses that you smell. And then there's like this spot where you're like going, wow, that was short-lived. And then it just builds. The molasses, the roasted malts, and light, very light on the chocolate, like a dark chocolate, but the last like punch that it gives is coffee. Not like you just got one of those little chew. I don't remember what they even are. They come in like a little bag, a little tea bag. So it's not like yeah. There's comments of the tea bag. It's not like you're sucking on a tea bag full of coffee grounds or anything like that. But it's fairly intense. Yeah, it's like that sweet molasses, a little roasted malts or so in the beginning. Then it's just like nothing. Oh, wait, there it is. Those deep roasted malts and the coffee and the subtle chocolate just come racing in. And that looks like it's about to fall right off of there. Sorry. What in the hell? Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's I'd almost have to have a Lake Superior oatmeal stout as a side by side, but the Lake Superior oatmeal stout is kind of more, I think, stereotypical of a typical oatmeal stout. And this, if this said that it was a stout, or, well, probably, I don't think it's got enough alcohol or whatever to get you to the imperial stout, but the difference between what I'm experiencing with this and a lot of other breweries' stouts are pretty much the same. I mean, I don't know what it takes from one craft brewer to the next to establish something as a stout versus an oatmeal stout. I suppose with the ingredients that they're using, but wow, it's got a, I mean, you pick that alcohol up, and I would classify it really similar to a lot of different imperial stouts that I've had. Definitely, I mean, I don't know. If I were to put it in a category, like if you just peeled the label off and handed me this, I honestly don't know if I would have guessed that it was an oatmeal stout. It's just more intense than they normally are. But Toppling Goliath wants to call this an oatmeal stout, and I guess they can do whatever the hell they want because they put it in the bottle. Alright, well, alcohol. What'd I say, 6? I think I'll double check to make sure that I'm not missing it someplace on here, but yeah, I don't see it anywhere on here. I'm gonna stick with my my pre-unbottling. Hang on, what is all this? Keys, blah blah blah. Drink up. You know you're gonna hit it. Yeah, it's not on here. I'll stick with the 6. I'd be surprised if it was much more than that. I'm not getting any alcohol warming or any booziness in it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it had like 8 or 9% coming from, but most oatmeal stouts you're not really seeing that high of levels anyway, so I'll stick with the 6. Where do I put it on the E scale? Well, again, it's good. I'd get it again. Definitely has a lot of flavors. It almost has too much for what is, for me, what I feel is like typical of an oatmeal stout. Rover truck, oatmeal stout from Toppling Goliath. If you like all those flavors and roasted malts and all that stuff, and it all sounds good to you, I'd give it a try. I don't know. I kind of think for an oatmeal stout, it almost goes a little bit too far for what a typical oatmeal stout is. For that, I'm gonna give it an 8, which still pretty good, I think. An 8. Kind of in the same vein as yesterday's, from the time I got home until this morning when I returned it to the safe. Today's house security is being handled by another wheel gun. At this moment in time, hands down, my favorite of my revolvers is, and I know it comes from Taurus, but every now and then some companies get some shit right, and I have absolutely no issues at all with the 454 Casual Raging Bull. Bullets so big that they only had enough room to stick 5 of them in the cylinder, just in case of an attack by a werewolf. We do have the Winchester silver tipped. Actually, for a factory load in comparison to my brother-in-law playing around with them, these silver tipped are not bad at all. Of course, again, prefer exclusively to use a reload. It's kind of funny, and of all the reloading that my brother-in-law has done for me, the only issue I have ever had with anything that he's done for me is an improperly spec'd. It was a cone shaped on a 10mm, and it was just, they needed to be seated just a hair more. It was one of those scenarios where the tolerance was so close that you would, even the Glock mag, that 15 rounds, you'd get like 7 of them in. And then that 7th one, so you still had like another 7, 8 more to go. But that one at the 7 point somehow was just enough that it bound up on the inside of the mag and caused the salt shaker effect where all the ones on top of it dumped out because that one was grabbing just enough. But you know, if you wrap the mag, the spring would over tension it and it would get going. But this this definitely still packs some wallop. I would say, being that the Desert Eagle is a gas-operated semi-automatic pistol, this one actually still, with the right loads in it, still gets a little bit more recoil down to you than the Eagle does. But this is one of those pistols where just about every single time that it gets taken out to shoot, it gets shot until you run out of ammo. So I feel sorry for the son of a bitch that would possibly kick in the door while I'm sitting on the couch this evening. Yeah. The Casoul. Tomorrow, what are we looking at tomorrow? Well, not even more than likely, absolutely, there will not be a brew review tomorrow. If I can make bail in time, I will try to do some kind of a brew review maybe on Friday, and possibly. But what we'll be reviewing, I don't know. It's all gonna have to be a mystery. So that's where that's at. Otherwise, well, at least she's happy about the Keystone. I don't think it's Keystone Lite. But so yeah. So that's all I have. So we will we'll see you guys probably on Friday. Otherwise, cheers. Everybody stay safe. And I guess I'm having baked ziti tonight. If you've never had baked ziti, you gotta try baked ziti. If you want, come on over. It'll be ready in about 15 minutes. So we'll see you guys then. Again, cheers. I thank every single one of you for participating over at this channel. It's always a good time because most of the time you guys are drunk. So that always helps out. So I'm going to go, what am I going to go do? Oh yeah. Got a little post prep. The old Bengali. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good stuff. And just when you started thinking, oh yeah, I better conserve the Bengali, I open up the crisper drawer and find the one on the left is as packed, as full of these as it can possibly be, and there was more in the other crisper drawer. The Bengali's really good. Very, very good, actually. Okay, guys. Cheers. We will, should see you on Friday, I hope.